second here to get this adjusted. I'm going to be way over in that back corner. Now, let me see. Got to raise it up and zoom in. I know it's annoying. Just give me a moment. Give me a moment. Just one moment. Okay. There. How's that? Not too bad, right? Okay, there we go. And I'm going to try not to kill myself getting back over to my desk because there's so much stuff in this office right now. It's all like Christmassy stuff. Just, all right. I don't have my video up or nothing. So just bear with me for a moment. I hope you are all doing well. Doing well, doing well, doing well. Okay, get to my channel. My live. Here we go. Here we go. Turn off the volume. Don't need that. Don't need to watch this ad, but you know, I have to watch an ad. Just like you guys, gotta watch an ad. All right. Hey, there it is. Now I need to be on live chat. So many things to do here just to get ready to go live. I'm telling you. All right. I think that looks good. Because now I can see Joyce and Sherry and Dawn. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. All right. Oh, I was like, what was that noise? I was like, it's just my ice in my cup moving. All right. And then Sue pops in. Hello. Michelle. Hello, Michelle. So our regulars are here. Our regulars are here. Sherry, Dawn, Michelle, Joyce, Sue. The regulars, you're all here. Yeah. There's 9 people here. 9 people. Where's everybody at? Where is everybody at? What are they all doing today, right? What are we all doing today? So there's Patty. Hello, Patty. And Kathy. Hello, Kathy. Huh. I love the Christmas tree, Kathy. She's been putting a little Christmas tree when she pops into the lives. Sad but true. This is the first row. Yes, it is. First row. I know. It is, it's a sad state of affairs. Let me just say, sad state of affairs. But it is what it is. That's where I'm at, you know? Not a whole lot I can do about it. Life has been crazy, busy, busy, busy. Just, I mean, we've gone some places, we've gone shopping, we've had a couple of adventures. I mean, just, you know, holiday things that we've done. It just seems like we head out of the house for a quick trip to go do something and it takes like 4 hours. Seriously. And then decorating the house. Oh my goodness. I feel like I have been putting up Christmas decorations for a month now. I mean, I haven't. I know it's only been a couple weeks, but it feels like it's been forever. I still don't have the porch done. The porch is still fall. Now that is sad. I need to do the porch, but I have not wanted to go outside. I mean, right now it's 14 degrees, I think. It's not warm. Not warm. You're in Florida. Well, Marion, I bet you it's more than 14 degrees there. Hello, Karen and Kathleen. Kathleen, you made it. Hello. She popped into the crochet live yesterday. Couldn't stay very long, but you're here now. Hi. Yeah, so this is where I'm at. This is where I'm at, folks. All right. So, okay. Let me just say, I think it's winding down as far as preparing for Christmas. Like, the house is decorated. I have ornaments on the tree. I have ornaments. The tree is decorated, okay? I have my precious moments on the tree. I have other ornaments on the tree. It's decorated. Have I had a cat or two in the tree? Yes, I have. Sunny has been in the tree twice. Misty has been in the tree once, and I haven't seen her really go near it since then. She didn't like what happened when she got in the tree. So Smokey wants to play with everything on the tree, hanging from the tree. So I made sure that everything I put low on the tree, I mean, he can play with, he can bat around. I mean, he keeps taking it off the tree though. Like he'll knock it down and then he'll, get it on the floor. And I'm like, okay, all right, I see how this is going to go. This is how this is going to be. But I did like wrap all of our gifts. Our gifts are wrapped and I've got them shoved under the tree, like right up as close to the trunk as I can get them. Hello, Mary Lou. Snow and ice. I'm telling you, Mary Lou. Hello, Shannon. How's Shannon? So I've shoved all the gifts right up as close to the trunk of the tree as I can, because that's how they get in, is they go under the tree and they go right to the center, they go right to the trunk, and then they just start climbing branch by branch on the way up. So I'm hoping that this is enough of a deterrent that it's too hard to get in there. So maybe maybe Sunny will stop. He did get squirted pretty good with a squirt bottle, a water bottle earlier today, and he did not like it. And then after that happened, he just kind of went over to the chair and laid down and took a nap. So we'll see. Wish us luck. Wish us luck. I mean, it's not as bad as it was last year. Last year, it was like every time I turned around, one of the cats was in the tree. But this year, it's been, okay, I can probably count 4. I think 4 times a cat's been in the tree. Sunny twice, Misty once, and then Smokey went in sort of just on the low branches because he was actually going after her, right? 3 more inches of snow. Yay. It snowed here this morning. When I got up this morning, it was snowing. Then it snowed again later. It's not a lot of snow. It's just very light, like flurry kind of snow. But I mean, it keeps coming down. But the cold, oh my gosh. Oh, there's an anchor right over here. Right there. Okay, get that one while I'm there. Yeah, it just seems to snow like every few days. And it's not going away because it's too cold. It's not melting. It's not going anywhere. But anyhow, so the tree's decorated. The house is decorated. I still have to do the porch, the darn porch. Oh, goodness. It's too cold. It is just literally too cold to be outside. I don't want to go out there, But I have to. I mean, I have to take that fall stuff down. I don't know. Maybe one day it'll get a little warmer and I can get out there and do that. Maybe. Oh no, your car. Oh goodness. That's terrible. 5 to 8 inches. Oh, well. Yeah, we're not getting anything like that. I mean, we did, like last week we got snow like that, but I don't know about this week. I don't think so. Not that I'm aware of, anyhow. I don't know. I'm not the watch the weather 3 times a day person in this house, That's not me. I don't have time to do that. I don't have time. Oh, the other thing I did today is I wrote out Christmas cards. I don't do a lot of Christmas cards, but I think I had, how many did I have? How many did I end up with? I don't know. 12, 13, something like that. I don't know. So I did that after I finished decorating the tree. I did have Dale help me with the tree a little bit because we got a new tree. It's taller. I can't reach the top. And I asked him if he could I saved like some little like shorter little ornaments for the top of the tree. I asked him if he could just get up there and like do those for me, which he did. He did. I was on a, okay, I was on a crate. You know what like a milk crate's like, right? Think milk crate, but like a rectangle instead of a square. You know how the milk crates look? We have some longer ones. They're rectangular. I was on one of those today to get up higher on the tree. All the precious moments are up high. They're like up on the top part of the tree. At least maybe, I don't know, halfway, maybe. Anyhow, I didn't want to keep them, low to the floor because you know what would happen there. So I tried to keep them up. So it looks kind of funny with like all the precious moments are like at the top, none at the bottom. But it's okay. It is what it is. Then I put other things that were like wooden or plastic or metal or whatever down at the bottom, because I know that that's going to be prime picking for cats, and might as well put stuff that they can't either hurt, damage too much. Although Smokey wants to chew on everything. I don't know what that's about. He wants to chew on everything. Stuff that is not as like sentimental, important to me, that kind of stuff. That's what's at the bottom. That is what's at the bottom. Thank you, Julie. Hello, Marla. How are you? Oh, yeah, Michelle, do you have power? Good question, Sherry. Good question. Okay, it came back on. Good. It's terrible when you don't have power and you don't have heat. It's like, ugh, that's no fun. Been there, done that, lived that. Don't like it. Um, yeah, so decorating's done, except for the porch. The boxes are downstairs. The tree is decorated. Christmas cards are done. Shopping is done. Done. I say done. I'm not shopping for Josh. Oh, look at those. Pop right off over there. Hello. Why did you pop off? I was over here and you popped off over there. Why are you popping off? See, square drill paintings, you guys. I'm kind of where I'm like, oh, stop. Why are you so tight? Why do you do that? I'm like, I don't know. I'm ready for a round. That's all I got. I'm ready for a round. Yep. So, and I can't get these to line up to multi-place with you guys. Can't. Let's see. Sorry, I was just reading the comments here. I was like, what happened with Marla? I don't know. So that's been life. I'm hoping that things calm down here a little bit and I can actually just kind of sit and relax a little bit. Maybe diamond paint a little more. And then last night, I'm all set. After dinner's done, cleaning up stuff, and I'm ready to come in here and get busy on this because I'm so far behind. And then Dale says to me, so what are we doing tonight? And I said, I don't know, same thing we always do, I guess. He goes, well, how about we watch some TV and get caught up a little bit on our Chicago shows? What do I say to that? What do I say? Of course, I sat and I watched TV, right? I did crochet while I was watching TV, but, I'm like, okay. Hello, Linda. No diamond painting last night at all. Not at all. So, not one drill. As a matter of fact, I had to come in here and put this painting back on my table because, I have to take it off for the crochet lives. So before I could go live tonight, I had to come in here and put it back on the table and everything. It hasn't even been back on the table since, last time I worked on it was Thursday night. And that wasn't a whole lot. It wasn't a ton, let me just say. It wasn't a ton, but I don't know. Anybody else feel that way? That it's just like go, 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 go? I will tell you one thing, though. Dale and his TikToking, he found gift bags on TikTok. Now, they're plastic. They're a thick plastic. And they come in several prints, cute little patterns. They tie up, like you pull the little ribbons, the little drawstrings, like the drawstring bags, and you just zoop, tie them up. And they came with tags that are on like a twisty tie. And you just write who it's to on your little twisty tie, and you can, attach that around the bag as well. I'll tell you what, did it make wrapping gifts easy this year? Oh, yes, it did. Yes, it did. I mean, it was just find the right size bag because it had like 4 or 5 different sizes, and threw them in a bag, cinched it up, tied a pretty bow, put the tag on. Boom. So, yeah. I will do that again. I don't care if it's all fancy schmancy with ribbons and bows and, I've done that. I have done that. I've gone that route, making fun little bows and putting little things that dangle off the packages and this and that and stickers and the next thing. And I'm like, oh, this was so much easier. So much easier. I was watching a little video, probably a little short or something on YouTube the other day, and it was some guy, and he was saying, getting ready to wrap his Christmas gifts and whatnot. And he said, just remember, when you're over 50, you don't sit on the floor to wrap your gifts. Just remember that. There's no more sitting on the floor to wrap your gifts. And I'm like, that is true. If you sit on the floor to wrap the presents, there's no telling how long you're going to be down there, when you're going to be able to get back up. It is very true. Michelle's going to make cookies. Yes, Michelle. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, I made dinner tonight too. I made goulash. Dale was like, hey, maybe I can make dinner. I'm like, okay, but then he didn't. I made dinner. Oh boy. I did have some time to myself today to be able to sit and record some stuff because he went to Menards, our famous Menards. Save big money at Menards. He went for a few things. And then I'm recording. I'm recording and he calls. Okay. Stop the video. Yes, dear. And then I'm recording again and phone rings. Stop recording. Yes, dear. Yeah. Fun. Oh, fun. But I did get some things recorded while he was out and about doing some shopping. So anyhow, there's that. So, what else is anybody up to? What are you guys doing? How are you doing? Got a few little updates here on people's weather and snow and cold. Oh, I got you, Dawn. Okay. What kind of cookies, Michelle? Oh, there she goes. Peanut butter or chocolate chip. All right. Yum. Dale made banana bread. Is it just yesterday? It seems like it was forever ago, but it may have been just yesterday, maybe the day before. I don't remember now. But he made banana bread, and he always puts chocolate chips in it. This time he mixed it. He mixed it, and he put chocolate chips in part of it, and he put white chips in the other part. Because I like the white chips. You can't call them white chocolate because they're really not white chocolate. They're just white chips. I don't know what they are. They're not chocolate, but they're not called white chocolate chips. Anyhow, yeah, so he did that. It was good. There's still some out there. It was pretty yummy. Absolutely yummy. He ate all of his part. Mine's the part that's still left. So, I think I thought I understood that he had mentioned to his daughter about coming over next weekend to make cookies, but apparently it's not confirmed, I guess. And I didn't say anything to Shannon and Devin yet either. But I suppose if we're going to make some cookies, I better start telling people, come on over. We're going to make cookies. Ask them when they can come. You know, his daughter's been sick. And he's like, yeah, I didn't want her coming over if she's sick. And I'm like, well, yeah, no, I get that. Yeah, I can't imagine she's still sick. I would hope not. I mean, it's been a while, but I got to get with the girls and be like, hey, who's coming over to help make these cookies? You know, we always make some cut out sugar cookies and decorate them and frost them and all that. And of course, then we make peanut butter balls. I make cranberry cookies. Should I buy cranberries? I think I did. I think Walmart right after Thanksgiving had their cranberries. They were like clearancing them out. They were like super cheap, like 50 some cents a bag or something like that. And they're still going to be good for a while. Hello, Bonnie. How is Bonnie today? Beans and cornbread. Homemade cornbread. I would say I've never made a homemade cornbread in my life, Shannon. If it don't come out of a box, I haven't made it. Nope. Nothing like that for me. But I'm sure it's good. I do like me a good cornbread. Is your cornbread more savory, or does it have like a sweetness to it? I like cornbread that's a little sweet. Like maybe it's a boxed cornbread. It's by Krafts. If you know anything about Krafts does really good stuff. And it's like a honey cornbread. That's really good. It's very moist. It's got that sweetness because I like the sweetness, but it's really yummy. So, haven't made any in quite a while. You know what? Cornbread would have been really good with that goulash tonight, wouldn't it? Yep. Yes, it would. I just looked over at my phone in the tripod, and it is like barely in the holder. I'm like, okay. Just stay in there. Don't go popping out. Do not go popping out. Hey, I had a delivery today. Yes, I did. Had a delivery. On Track visited, and On Track just kills me, you guys. I mean, if you know anything about On Track, you might know who I'm talking about that delivers using On Track, and that would be Diamond Art Club. I got my Black Friday paintings today. I ordered 2, and I got them today. But On Track is just the strangest thing. Like, this dude just shows up like in his personal car. He's got some little red car out there, and he's got his music cranking, and he's, I'm like, what in the world? But that's what they do. It's private individuals that, I mean, they basically go into the warehouse and they pick a delivery that they want to deliver, or several, whatever they do. Like, I like this area, I'm going to go here, I'll deliver this. And so they just deliver in their own vehicles. It's the most random thing. And I mean, I asked somebody once, they are like either 4 or 5 in the popularity of delivery services. 4 or 5. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. And then OnTrack is terrible. It's like terrible tracking. Like Diamond Art Club will be like, information has been sent to OnTrack. And then it'll be like, OnTrack is in possession. And then you don't hear anything. It could just pop up at your front door. This time it was a little better. I did get a notice yesterday. I believe I got a notification yesterday in the tracking. It updated and said that it was in my neighboring city, little town called Diamonddale. Actually, where I went to elementary school was in Diamonddale. Yep. And so that's where their warehouse is. And it's very weird. Very weird. But it said that it was there yesterday, made it to Diamonddale yesterday. And then this morning it said it should be out for delivery. And it was. So, I mean, I'll give them that. 3 tablespoons of sugar. The honey cornbread mixes are good. They're really good. See, Patty, right? The Krafts makes good products. Yes, they do. Sock yarn is $6 from $18. Buy one, get one free. What? Where are you buying that at? Where are you buying that, Bonnie? Where are you getting that yarn? You're talking about your Diamond Art Club? Well, because clearly, Shannon, you ordered things that were in stock. One of mine, I only ordered 2. One of my paintings was in stock. My other painting was not here. So I was waiting and waiting and waiting for the next shipment to arrive, which contained it had both of my paintings, of course, but I had to wait because the one was not here. So you were one of those lucky people that whatever you ordered was here and in the warehouse. Mine, not so much. So anyhow, it's funny. I only ordered 2 paintings, right? I already told you that. And I'll be darned if Kara hasn't shown both of the paintings that I got. I'm like, I keep wanting to text her and say, okay, what's up? Diamond Art Club must be channeling paintings that I love and channeling them right through you. And giving you the sneak peeks of the paintings that I love. I thought, okay, that was too funny. Too funny. And, lucky her when this painting came in, because clearly it's a first look for her, because she didn't have it either until just now. But, of course, she got it before I did because, she lives in Texas. They're in her backyard, or she's in their backyard, or they're close, or, you know what I mean. So she got it pretty quickly once it actually hit the U.S. and, made it to the warehouse. So how funny. So that's why 4 Dreamer Designs overseas on Black Friday. Well, Bonnie, I ordered 2 before Black Friday. I haven't heard a word yet either. So, right, Deborah? I know. She lives right there. I know. Yeah. Okay, Bonnie, who are you talking about now? Are you talking about Dreamer Designs clearance? Who are you talking about yarn again? Okay, I need more information. More information, please. Yeah, but I thought that was funny. It's like, if it's something that I like, I'm just going to assume Kara's going to get it for a sneak peek, first look, whatever. How funny. Oh boy. But yeah, I was excited. They're here. They are here. They are here. They're big, both of them. Oh my God, they're big. I took them out of the box and I was like, oh, yikes. They're big. Of course, they're big. Why wouldn't they be large? You know? Why wouldn't they be? Those are the kinds of things that this girl likes, apparently. You know? Huh? Not into little dinky, cute little things. I like them big. Go big or go home. You know? That's me. That's why I don't get very many done. They're all too big. This one's not. Okay, this one I don't have. I mean, I have excuses. I have lots of excuses. I have lots of reasons. They're not excuses. They are valid reasons why I'm not further. Very valid reasons. Okay. However, however, I should have been able to finish this month. Should have been able to. It's just not happening. Not happening. So I could sit here, if I could just sit, that's got a hole in it. A hole right through it. A hole right through it. Um, if I could just sit here and diamond paint, for hours, I might be able to get somewhere. But even on a good day, I don't sit for hours. I can't sit that long. I just can't do it. I'm not a good sit stiller for long periods of time person. I've talked about this before. It's not like I have, you know, some symptom that makes me have to get up and move a lot. It's not that. I really just feel that most of my life I've just been an on the go kind of person, you know? Teaching does not allow you to sit for long periods of time. Sometimes it doesn't even allow you to sit for short periods of time, right, Shannon? So I was constantly moving. And I mean, teaching elementary school, that's just kind of the way it is. You move from one thing to another thing to another thing. You're going from monitoring centers or taking kids to lunch, walking them to lunch, taking them outside, going to recess, going to the carpet. I mean, constant movement. And then walking around the classroom all the time, watching kids, seeing what they're doing when they're working. And just, on the go all the time. That is true, Julie. That is very true. Yes, it is. I mean, sitting and doing this craft is just, it's not good for us health wise. I mean, that's not what I mean. It's not good for our activity levels. That's for sure. That is for sure, right? It does tend to get people sitting for long periods of time. And I won't do that. I won't do it. I can't do it, you know? So I like to get up and move. If I sit and diamond paint for an hour, that's a long time. At one stretch, an hour is a long time for me. I know there are people who will just sit for hours and hours and hours. I can't. I just can't do it. So, yeah, that's another reason I'm slower. I mean, I'm slower. I don't sit here all that long at any one time. Like tonight, doing my whip and chat because I'm focused. I'm focused. I'm not, there's nobody else on with me. There's nobody to interact with. I'm sitting here and I'm putting down some drills, right? When I do a whip and chat, I'm putting down quite a few drills and I can sit for, usually not an hour anymore, but a good 45 minutes probably. And so I can do some damage in that amount of time. I can get some stuff done. But even crocheting, I don't sit and crochet for hours and hours at a time. Like this morning, I got up. Okay, this is funny. This morning, I got up. When I woke up, it was like 6:15. And I'm like, why? Why am I awake at 6:15? That is too early. Why am I awake? But I was awake. So I'm like, okay, I might as well get up. Let's just get up. I got up, let the dogs out, let them go out to the bathroom. I'm reading comments again, sorry. I let the dogs out, sat down on the couch after the dogs came in, and they got all settled in and cozy. They like to lay it on the couch beside me. Toffee under the blanket. Tifa not. She didn't like to be under the blanket. So I did all my stuff on my phone stuff. Hello, Vanessa. How are you? I check my Facebook. I check my emails. I do all that kind of stuff. And then after I'm done, like playing on the phone, doing all the phone stuff, which is this is what I used to do. This used to be my schedule. When Dale was working, I would just do it in bed. He would go to work. I would get up. I'd grab my phone. I'd come back to bed. I would check emails and I would do all that stuff. Now I get up and I go out in the living room and I'm on the couch, right? Same thing. But then after I'm done looking at all that stuff, I decided to work on crochet. I've been really, really working on the expression fiber arts mystery crochet along. It's a long, long sentence there. Big mouthful. But I'm really working on it. I am really trying to get caught up. I got behind several months where I just didn't work on it at all. And now I am working on October. I'm up to October. And I was like way back in like June and July. That's where I was. So I'm getting caught up. And I made some good progress. But then I got sleepy. So it must have been like 7:30 or I don't know. I don't know what time it was. I didn't look at the clock, didn't look at the time. But I got sleepy. So I just left the crochet stuff in my lap, reclined the love seat, and I was asleep. I just went back to sleep. I don't know how long I slept for. I couldn't tell you. All I know is that I went back to sleep, and that's what I did. I slept for a while. And then at some point Dale got up, and I don't really know when, because the cats were out. When I woke up, the cats were out, so I know Dale got up, let the cats out. And I crocheted a little bit more. I mean, I'm awake. I might as well crochet some more, right? Not going anywhere, not really doing anything, so I crocheted a little bit longer. So I'm really determined. I am determined to like get caught up on that. I do have November's yarn. I have November in. And today, one of the things I did this morning was order the last yarn. I ordered December's. So that one's not going to be here for a while. Apparently, it's got to be dyed still or something. So it's going to be a while. It's on pre-order. And it's going to be a little while before it's here. Wouldn't it be something if I was all caught up by the time that yarn came? I mean, I don't think I will be. I got 2 months to go yet. I got October and November. I don't think I'll be caught up. I don't know. We'll see. We'll give it a go. Why am I doing these up here? I don't know. I'm over my line. I went over the line. Oh well. Over the line, over the line. Why did I do that? Just because I felt like it. I don't know. Because that was all of the little white ABs that there were. So I just did them all. They were there. I could get to them. They were exposed. So I did them. Oh boy. Anyhow. So, yeah, working on that. things that I like to take in the car with me when we go in the car, some of those projects have gotten too big. I can't really take them in the car. Like the expression fiber arts, I cannot take that in the car. It is 2 balls of yarn attached to each other. It's big. I can't manage that in the car very well. So I don't try to take that one. I can take the little Advent shawl I'm working on. I tend to take that with me a lot in the car because it's easy. It's just one little ball of yarn and the project's not very big. So I tend to take that with me. I would like to take the sheep sheath blanket because that's a beast. It's just a beast. It's huge. And each round is like, it takes forever. I mean, you wouldn't think it would take forever, but it does. It takes forever to do one round. I'm still on part 5. Part 5. They've done the last part. The last part is out. Came out on Wednesday. And it's part 12. Part 12. And I just keep thinking, okay, maybe one of these parts is going to be a little quicker, a little easier, a little faster. No. Every part I get to thinking maybe this is the one, it'll just fly by real quick. I'm like, nope. No. Nope. It's just not happening. It's just not happening. So anyhow, goodness. They'll all get done someday, right? I mean, what would I do if all the projects were done? I'd have to come up with new ones and start new things. That's what I'd have to do. What fun would that be? Oh, that would be fun. I mean, I got plenty of things I'd like to work on, that's for sure. Just like everything, there's not enough time. I was asking Dale just the other day. I was like, all right, listen. What did we do? How did we manage everything when we worked full time? How? How did we manage things? How did we get all the things done that we're doing now when we worked full time? Because I feel like, Lord have mercy, I feel like we are just busy, 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 busy. And how did we ever manage while we were working? Well, his answer was, well, planning. I'm like, huh? Oh, okay, planning. All right. I don't know what we do now that's not planned, but apparently we don't plan well anymore. I don't know. I don't think that's it. I don't think that's the answer. I don't know. Maybe we just did things faster before. That's what I think, right? I think it's because when we were working, we knew that we were on limited time. We knew we were on limited time. And so things had to be boom, boom, boom. Gotta go. Can't waste time doing this, and that, right? For example, here's an example. Let me just tell you. We went to our shoe store. It was time. It was definitely time to get shoes. So we went out to the shoe store. This whole day was one of those days we probably could have been gone a couple of hours, and we ended up being gone like 4.5 or more. It was one of those days. So we went out to the shoe store. That wasn't the first place we went, but when we got to the shoe store, we went to Michael's. I had to go to Michael's. I had to go to the post office. We stopped at the post office, went to Michael's to pick up one skein of yarn. That's a whole nother story right there. That's a whole nother story right there. Hello, Brenda. So when we did get to the shoe store, Dale wasn't buying shoes. He wanted new socks. And they were having their sock sale. They have like this sock sale every so often. It's buy 3 pairs and get 1 free. And we're talking, these are not cheap socks, you guys. They're not cheap socks. Okay. Um, so it's good to take advantage of the buy three get one free deals when they have them. So we look at socks for a while, and there's so many socks. There's so many socks. And I'm getting the same socks that I always get. I like them. There's nothing wrong with them. Um, they're not broken. No need to fix it. I'm not reinventing the wheel. Not trying to find some other sock that might be newer, greater, better, whatever. I'm just happy with what I had. I'm picking out 2 pairs of socks and I'm good to go. Because we decided we were both getting 2 pairs since it was, buy 3, get 1 free. Both getting 2 pair. Okay. I get the same socks I've been getting for the last, several years. So then I leave him and I go over to the shoe area to try on shoes. He's not getting shoes, as far as I know. But I try on my shoes. I get my shoes. I walk around in my shoes. I'm looking for him. He's in the socks. He's still in the socks. I was like, okay, he's still at the socks. So I walk over with my shoes and I'm like, hey, what do you think? You like them? He goes, sure. Yeah. I mean, you like them? I said they're a different color. They're gray. I'm not used to having gray. That was interesting. So I'm like, so what are you going to do? And he goes, I'm going to go upstairs because upstairs is all their clearance stuff. Clearance socks, clearance shoes, clearance clothing, everything clearance is upstairs. So I'm back taking off my shoes, getting on my boots and whatnot. And he's been upstairs now for a few minutes. And I go up there, and apparently him and the customer service guy had been just chit-chatting about shoes and what shoes are good and this, that, and the other. And now Dale's trying on shoes. And I'm like, okay, I didn't think you were getting shoes. He goes, well, I didn't either, but I mean, they're on clearance. And I'm like, okay. Well, they chit-chatted and they chit-chatted and they talked and they talked and they talked more about socks. I mean, he already talked to the guy downstairs about socks. Now he's talking to the guy upstairs about socks, talking about shoes, talking about durability, yada, yada, yada. I'm like, okay, I've had enough, right? I've had enough. I'm like, I'm gonna go downstairs to the bathroom. Going down to the bath. Oh, I did go downstairs and get him the socks that he had picked out because we had them being held at the desk. I said, okay, I got him his socks so he could try on these shoes. And then I said, okay, I'm going downstairs. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Look around down there because I hadn't looked around at all. I did all that. And Dale's still upstairs. Okay. So finally we're done. Finally we get out of there. Okay, buy our shoes. That was fun. Whew, that was fun. And then we head on to our next adventure, which was to go to the mall. Went to the mall to have my rings examined. I have to have that done every 6 months or so and cleaned and have them check them out, make sure everything's okay. And then I wanted to go to my favorite bookstore. My favorite bookstore's out there. And since we're out that way, I mean, I'm not gonna, not go. It's right there in the same mall. And like I said, it's a good 25 minutes from our house. So it's a little ways away, It's not like just running next door or across town. It's a ways. So I wanted to make good use of my time there. I didn't spend that much time in the bookstore. I really didn't. But on the way out, you guys, the ornaments that You can buy that they write your name on and stuff and the date and all that. You know what I'm talking about? They're always little cute things like you can have a whole family of penguins or snowmen or polar bears or reindeer or you know what I'm talking about? Baby's first Christmas. They're like not clay, but what are they? I don't know what they're made out of. Anyhow, we stopped and we were looking and ended up talking with the guy there that sells them forever, forever. And we talked and we talked and we talked. They live in Frankenmuth. They get their ornaments from Bronner's and Frankenmuth. He's been doing this for I don't even know how many years. When we end up buying an ornament, you know, and when he asked us our names to put our names on it, he was like, "Wait a minute, have you guys been here and bought from me before?" And we're like, "Yeah, probably." He goes, "Well, were you buying like in 2016, 17?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, probably." I said, "I just put all those on the tree today, as a matter of fact." I said, and I was seeing all of the dates, and we go way back, yeah. He goes, oh, I thought I recognized your names. I'm like, okay, all right then. We talked about everything. We talked about Frankenmuth. We talked about Bronner's. We talked about him being a pumpkin farmer. We talked about, oh my gosh, all kinds of stuff. I don't even know how long we were there talking. I don't even know how long. We also talked about the crafters that come into the mall. There's a farmer's market in the area. They have their own little spot, like out in the parking lot of the mall. There's a theater. It's over by there, I guess. I don't know. My friend Karen, her daughter does the farmer's market out there, selling her marshmallows. And this guy started talking about that. And because we started somehow talking about diamond painting and crocheting and craft shows. And he's like, have you ever done the farmer's market? And I'm like, I have not, because, you know, a lot of times farmers markets are just that. They're for farm products or food products. And he goes, yeah, not here. He said, so in the summer months, they're outside at their location outside, but the mall decided at some point that why not invite them, the farmers market, to come into the mall, like when it's cold outside in the winter months and stuff. So they have crafters and farmer market type stuff in the mall. I think he said every Saturday. He said, you should really try it. He said, you should. He said, I don't know how much it costs or anything like that, but I think you would do well here. And I'm thinking to myself, I probably would, because it is an area that is a more affluent area. You know what I mean? And people out there would probably be very likely to spend some good money. And, you know, Karen has told me before that her daughter always does really well out there. And I'm like, I get it. I just didn't know about the crafters being able to be in the farmer's market. There are farmers markets that are local, real close to us, that they're like, well, Diamondale for one. Diamondale is strictly food products. I mean, that's it. Food products, no crafts. All right. So you never know what a farmer's market will allow until you know. Like I can go out to Charlotte and do the farmer's market there and I can do crafts. I tried this year, but they were all booked up apparently. They had like tons of people. She said, well, contact me early in the spring, you know, and see if if we have a spot. And I'm like, okay, all right then. But, you know, I'm going to check it out. That's all I can say. I'm going to check it out. If the price is not crazy, you know, like crazy high, I might try it out at least once. You know, it's anything's worth trying once. You definitely live and learn as you go. There's certainly things that I won't do again, and there's things that I will do again. I'm kind of creating a little plan for next year already. You know, you have to think ahead. I didn't want to do any craft shows like this late in the year because, I mean, I know that I want to be getting ready for Christmas. I don't want to be out trying to sell stuff at this point. But anyhow, we'll see. But back to my original point. This day of running a few errands, doing a few things that in my head was going to take a couple hours, ended up taking like 4.5. Just, you know, that's how it goes. We'll go to the gym, and then it's like, well, we really need to stop at Meijer. We should stop at Meijer while we're out. There's a Meijer right there by the gym. So then we're stopping there. Then we're getting lunch. Then we're doing this. Then we're doing that. I'm like, what is going on? What is going on? It's just, it's so much sometimes, you know? It's supposed to be quick. It's supposed to be easy. In and out. Do this, do that. I mean, I suppose, look, I have a drill stuck to my finger. I suppose the time of the year plays into it. There's just a lot to do. A lot of little things. Like, I wanted to get fairy lights for something I bought at the craft show, which you have not seen yet. It's going to be in a Vlogmas, but I haven't been able to show it yet. But I needed a little set of fairy lights, and I know you can get those at the Dollar Tree. So I'm at the Dollar Tree looking for fairy lights. And then Dale comes in, and then Dale's looking around for something. And I'm like, what are you looking for? I don't know. I guess not, Brenda. And it's not like it's crowds of people making it, you know, super busy or anything. Because it's not really. Like, we went out to the mall, what was it? Thursday? No, not Thursday night. What night did we do that? It was a weeknight. Wednesday? I think it was a Wednesday. Wasn't last night. It wasn't Thursday. I know it wasn't Thursday. I was home watching Bad Sheep Yarn on Thursday. Must have been Wednesday. So it wasn't like there were hordes of people there making the mall super busy or anything. I don't know. We just find ourselves doing other things that weren't necessarily in the game plan when we left the house. Weren't in the game plan when we left. But they became part of the game plan once we were out and going. We're stopping here and stopping there and going here, and oh, we gotta do this too. We might as well do this while we're out. Blah 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 blah. Oh Lord. Oh, tomorrow. Tomorrow's a good one. Dale's like, I just got a special invitation. Invitation? Invitation for what? He goes, I got invited to a big sale. And I'm like, what big sale did you get invited to? Ollie's. Ollie's. Okay. Ollie's is having 25% off all Christmas and toys. I'm like, okay. So apparently tomorrow, and it's a certain time. It's not like it's all day or anything. It's a certain time. You can go to Ollie's and get 25% off other Christmas items and their toys. I don't know that we need any more toys. I think we bought enough toys for everybody. I don't know what we need, but apparently we're going. Apparently we're going, you know? And then often, being retired, you'll hear this. Well, what else do we have to do? You know, what else are we doing right now? I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. Right, Kathleen? But then it happens several times a week. We got to go out here and here and here and here and here. How do we have that many things we got to do? I don't get it. I'm like, oh boy. So tomorrow morning we'll get up and we'll go to the gym. This, I know. Oh, yesterday was messed up. We did not get up early yesterday and go to the gym, which like we normally do on Friday. I had the dog appointment, to get the dog's nails trimmed. I had that at noon. So that was kind of a priority. I had to go when they had openings, right? That was at noon. If we would have gotten up early in the morning and gone to the gym, we would have been fine. But did we? No. I'm sitting working on the granddaughter's hat, trying to finish up this hat, which I did. And Dale's in the bedroom TikToking. And the next thing you know, it's like 10:30, almost 11. And he goes, well, I guess we're not going to the gym. And I said, not right now. Nope. I said, we can go later. I mean, we can go like after my crochet live. We can go then, which we did. So we ended up going to the gym in the late afternoon, early evening. And Dale didn't like it. I was like, I didn't think it was bad, but he couldn't get on machines he wanted. There's too many people there. So he said, I like going better in the morning. Okay. All right. Well, we'll go in the mornings. Something's always coming up. You're right. Something is always coming up. Like for the last 2 days, Dale's wanted to go to Menards. And we haven't made it to Menards. Have not made it to Menards. Because he was cleaning out the vent where the dryer vent comes out of the house. If you know anything about your dryer vent, you got to clean that out sometimes. And there's like this little door on the outside of your house, little door, it moves. Well, it broke. So because it's going to be so cold here, he didn't want to leave that exposed and open. He wanted to make sure he got a new door for the little dryer vent thing to keep the cold air from coming in, right? So for 2 days now, that's been on the list to do and hasn't happened. Hence why Dale went today. So he got up and he went to Menards to get a new door for the vent thingy, deal. I don't know what it is. Anyhow, he did that. And I got to stay home and record. Yay! First time in several days. One day last week, I actually closed him in the office. I'm like, okay, you're on the computer. You sit on the computer. Don't come out. I'm closing you in. I'm recording. He's like, okay then. All right. It worked. I mean, it worked. He had no idea what I was doing out there in the kitchen. No idea. He stayed in here just on the computer. And when I was done and had all my messes cleaned up, I came in and opened the door and I said, okay, thank you. I'm done. For now, anyhow, I got something done. So he hasn't been going to get tacos. He hasn't had tacos with his friend in, I don't know, several weeks now. No Taco Tuesdays. And I'm like, oh, come on. You got to go get tacos. Come on. I get so much done on Tuesdays when you're out getting tacos. I really do. I get so much done. Today, though, I was on point. I was cruising. I was like, okay, I'm going to try to get this, and this recorded. Done. Boom. And I was cruising along pretty good until the phone would ring. And I have to answer the phone. Anyhow. Well, that's my life in a nutshell. I mean, pretty darn exciting, right? Pretty darn exciting, don't you think? I mean, I'm just a bundle of like fun activity, right? Not so much. It's all pretty mundane. Pretty mundane stuff. But how can that stuff take so long? I still don't know. I'm still confused how it's, when you talk with the ornament guy for probably 45 minutes, it was probably 45 minutes. We stood and talked with this guy. Just shooting what we were shooting with the ornament dude. He's a very nice guy. I mean, I'm not saying we didn't have good conversation because we did, but Anyhow, we did sit down for a few minutes when we were at the mall. We got pretzels. I didn't know we were getting two pretzels. Normally we get one of the big pretzels and we just split it, but somehow the girl heard two and we got two. I was like, oh, okay. That's why I gained weight. That's why. Yep. Okay. I get on the scale every day and I'm like, am I up? Down? What happened? What did I do? What did I eat? What happened? That's why. Okay. All right. I had one of them big old yeasty pretzels. Made me gain like a pound. I know that sounds ridiculous. But that's the way my brain works. Okay. It's the way my brain works. It goes back to when I was, when I lost 50 pounds. So no, 70. Sorry, it was 70 pounds. That's just how my brain works. I got to get on the scale every day. I got to know what's going on. I try to gauge, what did I do today? What did I do the day before? What did I do the day before that's affecting my losing weight? It's a whole thing. It's a whole mind game. Just let me live in my little mind game world, and I'm happy there. I'm a happy person there. you know, I'm like, okay, it worked. It worked when I lost 70 pounds. So why won't it work now? I know there's lots of different philosophies out there, but that's just something I feel I have to do. I probably don't have to, but I feel like a fish out of water if I don't. So, yeah, that darn pretzel. It was good though. But like I said, Dale and I usually split one. But we ended up with two. And I was like, oh lordy, a whole pretzel. Oh lordy, a whole pretzel. I did not eat the whole thing. Dale ate some of it. A little bit of mine as well. I know. It was it was a lot. A whole big pretzel is a lot. I would have been happy with half. That's the other thing I learned about myself when I was really, really hardcore watching everything I ate and really, really working out, like hardcore working out, is that I am the kind of person who can be satisfied with just a little bit of something. So if I want to have a little bit of chocolate, I can have a small little piece of chocolate, right? And I'm happy. I'm satisfied. I don't need to eat a whole candy bar. A half a pretzel. I'm good. I just want some. I just want some. You know what I mean? Kathleen, I will never forget, like way back when I was doing the big weight loss thing, back in my 50s, I was writing everything down. I had journals here and journals there and writing everything down and keeping track of everything, counting calories, blah, 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 blah. And it was Thanksgiving. I'll never forget. It was Thanksgiving. And I had my little journal there with my family at our family Thanksgiving. And I was kind of writing things down. And I believe it was my sister was like, really? You're going to keep track of what you eat on Thanksgiving? And I'm like, yeah, why wouldn't I? I've been doing this for months and months and months now. It's just in my routine. It's just a habit at this point to keep track of what I've ate, my calories. And she's like, it's a holiday. And I'm like, it is a holiday, but it is just another day. It is just another day. And I had to get that. I got that in my head a long time ago. It's just another day. It is a holiday, but I try not to give myself permission to just be crazy because it's a holiday, It is just one more day. And the food does not make the holiday, right? I have to keep those thoughts in my head. Yes, I want to enjoy some of the holiday foods that you only get this time of year. Like, will I have some peanut butter balls? Absolutely. Am I going to go crazy on them? No. I learned how to limit my enjoyment. I limit it. I'll have leftover peanut butter balls. I always do. And I put them in the refrigerator and I will have one a day. And I can do that. I have taught myself how to do that. Other people are like, I could not have them in the refrigerator. I would just be eating them all up. And I'm like, but I only make them one time a year. And I want to be able to savor them as long as possible, right? And enjoy them and not gain a bunch of weight because I enjoyed them. So I've trained myself how to do that. So, you know, it was years and years and years and years of counting calories, writing stuff down to get to this point. But, am I a little out of practice? Yeah, I'm a little out of practice. It's not as easy as it used to be, for sure. I'm certainly not as strict as I used to be, that's for sure. I try, but, it's not as easy. Everything gets harder when you get older. Getting out of bed, yeah, it gets harder. Oh, I felt it this morning. Yep, I felt it today. It's true though. I'll tell you what, this arm, oh my Lord, this arm. There's been a couple days here, the last couple days, I'm just like, oh Lord, you are hurting. Like, you're hurting, you're hurting, you're hurting. In case you have missed it somewhere along the line, I mean, my arm has been hurting for a couple of years. I've tried different things and, I try to just keep going, pretend it doesn't hurt. Sometimes it doesn't hurt too bad. Anyhow, short story is, I finally got tired of it, went back to the doctor again, had an ultrasound and found out there's a tear. A tear in my rotator cuff somewhere of at least 50% torn, 50% to 100% torn. All right. Okay, well, not surprised. Not surprised at all. Would have been more surprised if they'd said there wasn't anything there. They couldn't find anything. That would have been surprising because there's some reason. There's pain. There is some reason, right? So, not surprised. And of course, a tear in a tendon or whatever won't fix itself. Clearly, hasn't fixed itself in like 2 years. So, you know what that means. To fix it, there's only one way to fix it. That would be surgery. And normally I kind of be really nervous and scared about the thought of surgery because I have not really had too many surgeries in my life. I'm not, I haven't. There hasn't been anything that's really happened. I did have, a female surgery, and that's because of my BRCA gene. I had a cyst on my wrist one time. I had a little surgery for that. And, I would have thought that I would have been kind of a little more afraid of having surgery. However, at this point, I'm like, my arm hurts. I don't want it to hurt anymore. I can't do some of the things I want to do. Like when we go to the gym anymore, I don't even try to do anything with my arms. I don't try to do any arm exercises because, it's hard and they hurt. And I don't want to do that. I can't hurt it any worse. That's what she told me, the doctor. She's like, you can't, anything you're doing at the gym, you're not going to hurt it anymore than it already is, right? So I'm like, okay. All right. What's Michelle doing, Brenda? What are you making faces at Michelle for? What'd she do? I don't know. I missed something somewhere along the way here. I miss things in the chat sometimes. Brenda's laughing at Michelle. Oh, okay, I got it. Michelle started laughing at Brenda's comment. I got it. Okay. Right. Kathleen, I almost look forward to it. I mean, as weird as that sounds, I'm almost looking forward to it. Like, oh yes, okay, let's do this. Is it going to be fun? No. Um, Part of my brain says, is there going to be pain after surgery? Probably. But is it going to hurt more than it hurts now? Will it hurt worse than it hurts now? I, I, I don't know. At least not long term, it won't. Maybe right at first, it might hurt worse. But I'm assuming that that's going to quickly subside because it's going to heal, because it's going to be fixed, and then it won't hurt anymore, right? That's my take on the whole thing. It's got to get better than what it is now, right? I finally got that, Brenda. I got that. I figured that out finally. Yeah. And, you know, it'll be in a sling for 5 weeks, no pulling and no lifting. I'm like, I'm in my head, I am almost 100% positive that that's exactly what I did to it, was pulling and pulling weeds. Like it was a marathon weeding section there for a while, and I was just pulling weeds, and then my arm started hurting. That's all I know. So I'm blaming the pull and the weeds, okay? Because sometimes them weeds are tough little buggers, and they don't want to come out. And you got to really pull. You really got to put some muscle behind it. And I mean, I never felt anything like tear or anything like that. But, you know, yes, it does, Brenda. I mean, sometimes. I am pretty sharp. I am pretty observant. uh, so, Deborah, no, no. And that's what I asked the doctor. 5 weeks in a sling. But I said, okay, so I got a question. I said, I understand. She said, basically, no pulling, no lifting for 5 weeks. And my brain starts going. I said, how about crocheting? And she goes, you can crochet all you want. I'm like, I can? And she goes, yeah. She says, you don't even have to wear the sling. If you're just going to sit around and crochet, you can sit and crochet. Your arm will tell you when you've had enough. Your arm will tell you when it's tired, and it will get tired. And, you know, during recovery, it'll get tired. I said, well, it gets tired now. You know, I already know when it's tired at this point because it will tell me I've had enough. I can time and paint too. I can move it. I can move the arm. I mean, it doesn't have to stay completely stationary. The reason that you wear a sling is to prevent you from pulling things and lifting things, you know. I don't have any intention of pulling or lifting anything. I mean, it's going to be winter. I'm not pulling weeds. I mean, luckily I've got Dale. He can haul the groceries around, which, you know, that's no big deal. The one thing that will be interesting is dogs and cats, because I do pick up dogs and cats a lot. I pick up Toffee a lot because it's just easier. I mean, she can still get around. Don't get me wrong. She can still get around, but sometimes it's just easier to just pick her up and take her outside. Here, let's go. Smokey always wants me to pick him up. So those will be my challenges right there. The fact that I can crochet and diamond paint still. I mean, like I'm sitting here right now. Think about it. I'm not moving my arm very much. I'm just moving back and forth a little bit. I could do that in a sling. I'm not pulling. I'm not lifting. As long as I'm not pushing too hard on these drills, you know? I think it'll be good. So that's what's in my future coming up. I don't know when yet because the person who schedules did not call me like they're supposed to. They said, okay, so give her about a week, and if she hasn't called you to schedule, give her a call. And I'm like, okay, so it's been a week. Guess I got to call her. So that's on the agenda for Monday. Give her a call and be like, hey, supposed to be scheduling a surgery here. It's one of those surgeries where they just two holes. One's the camera and you know, one's the utensils that go in. I know, right? Me being a little gnome out there. That's so funny, Kathleen. That's funny because today, one of the things I recorded was a Dreamer Design painting, and it's a gnome. And I went off on a weird tangent talking about gnomes and gnomes' jobs and gnomes in the garden and what they do, and me being a gnome. And oh my gosh, that is so funny. That's hilarious. I don't know when you'll be able to see that video, but it'll be coming. But I literally talked all about gnomes and gardens and being a gnome. And oh gosh, that's funny. Yeah, so I don't know when it is yet, but it will be after the first of the year sometime. Definitely not going to be anytime real soon. I haven't said that. I'm like, when do you think it would be? Not until after the first of the year, probably, right? And she goes, well, yeah, that'd be fine. I'm like, okay. And then she said, I really like the doctor. She's really nice. And she said, and you're good for surgery, she said. There is nothing I need to like have you tested for or anything. You have no conditions, nothing. She said, I'm perfectly comfortable just going into surgery, she says, and I love rotator cuffs. One of my favorite surgeries. And I'm like, okay, good. All right, great. When they kept talking about shoulder x-rays, I'm like, but it's my arm that hurts. It never really hurts in my shoulder. It hurts down my arm, more in my bicep and stuff like that. But it's all because of the rotator cuff, which, attaches all of that stuff to the shoulder. It's how you attach your bicep to your shoulder and make your shoulder work and all that fun stuff. Right? Gnome video going up. Not yet. Not yet. Bye, Michelle. So, I guess all the craziness here of December might calm down a little bit come January sometime, where I'm not doing so much, going so much, and be sitting around recuperating, healing, crocheting, diamond painting. Because seriously, think about it. When you diamond paint, how much do you move your arm? It's not a big movement, is it? And it's not that I can't move it. I can move it, she said. I just can't lift or pull. Okay. No lifting, no pulling. I gotcha. I'm on it. Yeah, it's a weird feeling to be kind of nervous, but kind of excited. It's like, yes, I would like it fixed. And she said, we need to fix this for you. She said, there is no reason for you to have limited mobility, pain, have an arm that doesn't function properly. She said, there's no reason for that. She says, we just need to get you fixed. I'm like, okay, let's get me fixed. Because there are days when I'm like, okay, you can have it. Somebody can have it. You can take it. You just take the arm. I don't need it right now. It's all yours. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. It hurts. I don't want it. All right. It hurts. I don't want it anymore. Bye, Linda. Good night. Thank you, Julie. I know it is very pretty. I've added some fun things. So, like, these are the little ornaments on the tree. And I added these glitter drills, these dark pink glitter drills around the outside. I think they're really pretty. I don't know, let me see. I got to scroll up to see what you can see, how far you can see. I can't see my own video. Oh, you can see it perfectly. Over here, glitter drills in here, glitter drills here. They're kind of, I picked a certain symbol and I just put some of these glitter drills in there. I think it's beautiful. Um, let's see. There's ABs. There's some ABs in here, like a pink AB. And what else is there? I don't know. I don't know what else there is. I think Dale might have let one of the cats out. I think I hear him calling the cat, trying to get the cat in. Good thing is they don't stay out very long. When they go out, they don't stay out very long. They're like, nope, it's cold. It is cold. We don't want to be out here. And they come in pretty quickly. But if they just went out, I could be wrong, but that's my guess. Well, guys, it is almost 8:30, isn't it? Wow. See, now I got some stuff done here, right? I made some progress. I need to do this J. I want to do the J, which I'm doing kind of like all the grays right now. Where is the J? Where? It's right there. Where are you? J, 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 J. I might just sit in here. I'll get up after the live. I'll get up and I'll, go see Dale and go see if the cat's out and see what's going on. And that's the other thing. I get interrupted in here all the time when I'm in here trying to diamond paint by the cat. Sonny will not leave me alone when I'm in here. I literally have to close the door and I have to shut him out because he will be in here. He will be clawing at my leg for me to pick him up. He will be climbing. He will be all over the place. And I literally have to shut him out of the room unless he's taking a nap somewhere. But if he is awake, he wants to be right in here. And I'm like, boy, I cannot diamond paint. I cannot hold you and diamond paint or have you sit on my lap, which is what he wants to do, is just sit on my lap or be held. I can't do that and diamond paint. I can't do it. It just doesn't work. So I'm constantly interrupted when I am in here trying to diamond paint because the cat just wants attention. I mean, I'm happy that he loves me. I'm totally thrilled that he loves me and he wants to be held and he wants my attention and all of that. But dang, you guys. You know, life is difficult sometimes. And sometimes it's more difficult. Last night when we were watching TV, Sonny was laying in the little donut for a while. And then he realized, oh, they're on the couch. And where did he want to be? They're on the couch, right behind me, right behind my head, on the back of the couch. Of course. All right. That's the boy for you. That's the boy. Smokey is more apt to just go lay down someplace and take a nap. Sonny, not so much. He wants all of the attention. And he has a very commanding way of getting it. Just say. He does. I see, I might not actually diamond paint much more because what's happening? My arm's hurting. I don't know. Another reason I'm not getting very much done. I can only do it for so long. I'll be happy to have it fixed. I'm just saying, I will be happy to fix it. Let's do it. Fix it. Make me feel better. All right. I'm going to stop there and I'm going to go see what's going on out there. No, he knows no boundaries, none at all. The world is his oyster, and what he wants, he gets. Yep. If he wants your attention, he's going to get it. If he wants a treat, he's going to get it. If he wants something that's on the counter, he's going to get it. He's just, it's his world, man. We're just living in it. His world, we're just living in it. Some of these drills, I think, are like popped up, but they just feel different. They're not popped up, but they have a different feel than some of the others. They're like more pointy and bumpy or something. That's weird. I don't know. All right. I'd like to say I could finish that tree tonight, but I probably won't. In all honesty, I probably won't. I'll work on it a little more, but I don't see myself finishing it. All right. Thanks for hanging out with me, you guys, and just listening to me ramble about random stuff. That's what I do, I guess. Ramble about random stuff. But anyhow, thanks for being here, giving me somebody to talk to. It would be weird to be sitting here just talking to nobody, right? All right. I'll see you guys soon. Have a great weekend, rest of your weekend, week, whatever you're up to. And I'll talk to you all soon. All right. Bye, you guys.